All right, we're going to address a situation here where a teacher's come to us and wants to print this object, but the walls are too thin. They're not substantial enough. Obviously, there's a few things you can do within the slicer, but other than that, you actually have to go back to the CAD, the original CAD file, make those edits. In a case where you don't have those, you have to reverse engineer the part. So we're going to do that right now. We're going to go ahead and download the file. This one's in Thingiverse. Just download the STL. And then we're going to open up Onshape. Presumably you could do these in other programs, but we're going to use Onshape. It's our favorite. I think it works the best. So import, start a new part studio, import the Ohio O. I leave these defaults. All right, sorry if we lost you. That took a second. I guess the object has to be translated. So what we've got here actually is 3 different meshes. Got parts 1, 2, and 3. And what we're going to try and do is create just one new file that can actually be edited, so we can move the walls around and play with it however we like. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by just designing it. So let's draw on this plane, on the bottom plane. And wow, this is actually not that great of a file to begin with. So what we can also do here is improve this. So let's start with the easiest. Let's try and find a center line. So if I take this corner and this corner, I can click on this and then click Q to convert that just to a I'm not sure what you call that, but it's basically a line that's not actually structural. And then we'll just start by working this out. And what I'm really going to do here is just make one half and then mirror it. I think that's the best case. So, and all I'm really trying to do is make it close. In that case where they're crooked like that, we're not going to take that anyway. So let's do a couple things here. We'll make these parallel. I'm sure these are already. Oops. That's fine. All right. Now let's mirror. So let's take our mirror line. We don't have one, so let's add one. And, construction, that's what I was looking for. This is a construction line. So click mirror, click our new line that we just made, and then we're going to grab each one of these and move them over to the other side. Okay, so now, oops, missing that one. All right, now we have something to start with. So let's get this first bit done. So if I extrude, let me hide these 3. We don't want it that tall, obviously, so let's So we only want to extrude up until this base. This is a cookie cutter, so you have to use context clues, but we only really need it to be what seems like 1.75 millimeters tall. All right. So now we've got our first part. Let's hide these. And so let's start drawing on this area now. You know what? This is a good example, but I missed that center O. So let's go back into the sketch and we'll draw this center, this O. It's mirror line. Oops, that's not working. Try that again. Mirror. All right, so now we've got a part, and now we have to go back into this extrude and select. This part is not perfect. I don't know. They must have just used like a image to 3D converter or something like that to try and get this working, but okay. All right, so there's what we've got. This is a base. Now what we're going to do is, we could keep using this as a a guideline for us, but since we've got the premise of it, what we can do now is start to use some tools. This is a clean file to start with. We can start to use some of the tools that Onshape has. So I'm gonna project these. I hit the U on my keyboard and I project these shapes, and then we're gonna do an offset. So 5 is far too many, but let's. That's not gonna like that, is it? All right. Start with some simple ones, and we'll connect it. So let's take this, and instead of 5 millimeters away from this projected line, let's make it 1.5. Okay. We'll click to complete that. And then let's give ourselves a mirror line, and let's mirror these over. Okay, and now since we don't have a complete part here, let's draw some more lines to make sure everything's connected. Okay, and now what we can do is we have a more substantial cookie cutter portion now. Let's try and keep it the same width. Sorry about that. And it looks like it is... We'll just go 13 millimeters. That seems like you're not gonna have a cookie that's more than that. That's a 1/2 inch thick. All right, now let's do the O. So, and I don't think you need that center line that runs all the way through. So we'll start drawing on this line. We'll project these center lines. Sorry, the lines that are in the center of the internal diameter of the O. Offset it using the O key. I don't remember what we did the last one. 1.5. It seems like a little too thick here. Right? So this seems like this should be able to cut out a cookie. And the nice thing about once you've modified it like this, you can make any sort of changes you want. So like, let's say we want to fillet all these edges just to make it a little bit easier to handle. We'll keep this inside because that's gonna actually be cutting the cookie, and you want that to have those hard edges. But now let's do a chamfer between the extruded portion and the flat portion. Make it a little bit stronger. without coming into contact with the cookie. And then if you need to make changes, I can go back and add these internal edges to the chamfer. And we'll do the same with the fillet. So I'm kind of zooming around here a little bit, kind of, presenting this as if someone knows how to use Onshape. So forgive me for that. I'll make some more helpful beginner style Onshape videos in the future, especially mixing it into our Steam Tracks and Steam Track Shorts curriculum. But this job was just kind of showing you that you can reverse engineer an STL so that you don't have to ask the original author for edits. You can make those changes yourself. And here's another example of that. Let's say that we want this to really like cut the cookie. We want this edge to be sharper. What's missing here? I'm going to start that over real quick, sorry. Onshape renders the change being made, so if it's not working, then just try it again. All right, and then so this is a 45 degree. Let's do 2 distances. Oops. There you go. So you see how that edge is sharper now? It still comes to the point of 1 millimeter, but the walls are thicker. It's not going to break on you. We could even do like 0.8. So that's, oops. I will leave it at that. All right. So now we've got a cookie cutter. And then you just send it to the Polar Cloud. Click on this on the right. And export to Polar Cloud. Get that job printed for you. All right, stay tuned. We'll do these again in the future. Hopefully this helps.